First tonight at 11, 250,000 birds killed after flames swallowed an Ionia County poultry farm. Tonight, some are raising eyebrows, pointing out that the company's past is riddled with barn fires. Officials at Herbruck's poultry ranch near Ionia released a statement today sharing sadness over the loss of its birds. But new tonight, 24-Hour News 8's Marvis Herring explains why some say Herbruck's needs a safety overhaul.
Marley, good evening. When you look at the number of animals that died, the massive fire at Herbruck's last night, according to the Animal Welfare Institute, is the fourth largest barn fire in the U.S. since 2013. They're calling for change. The visuals seem cinematic, but the fire was very real. The only thing escaping this barn full of hens seemed to be plumes of smoke.
There's millions of birds confined in these huge warehouses with no access to the outdoors for the birds.
Today I spoke over the phone with Dina Jones, the director of the Farm Animal Program at Animal Welfare Institute. She says Herbruck's, located off I-96 near M66, has long been on the national group's radar due to the past fires killing hundreds of thousands of hens.
We don't think places like Herbruck should be allowed to house so many animals in such large numbers that they're not able to properly care for them in the case of an emergency. And this is a perfect example of that.
We weren't allowed on the property, but here's a look at the damage today. And we flew Drone 8 over this fire there last February. And this file footage shows the multi-million-dollar damage back in 2005. AWI says it's time for Herbruck's to get more aggressive about fire prevention.
I don't know if their maintenance people are not being properly trained or they're not getting proper routine fire inspections, but I would think an operation that large should have somebody assigned to fire prevention.
The company supplies McDonald's with most of its breakfast eggs in both our area and along the East Coast. The company said this fire will not impact service, but Jones says it should.
Disaster planning, emergency response, this is one component of animal welfare. And large numbers of animals like this shouldn't be raised under conditions where they can die so easily in a large fire. And I think anybody that consumes Herbruck eggs should consider that when they're making their next purchase.
And I did reach out to Herbruck's Poultry Ranch. Officials there did decline our request for an interview. I did speak with the Berlin Orange Township Fire Chief. He tells me they did go out to that property today, but most of the investigation, that will happen over the weekend. And AWI says about 2.7 million farm animals died between 2013 and 2017 in preventable barn fires.